What if I told you that in the first 5 years of your child's life, their brain forms over 1 million new neural connections every second? That's right, 1 million. But here's the shocking truth. If you focus on flashcards and early academics now, you might actually be skipping the most critical step. Hi, I'm Alex from the Parent Hub, where we empower parents with science-based strategies to raise confident, resilient kids. Today, we're uncovering the real secret to your child's future success, building their brain like a master architect. Stick around because I'm revealing 3 game-changing principles that turn everyday moments into lifelong advantages. And trust me, by the end, you'll never look at playtime the same way again. Think of your child's brain like constructing a sturdy house. You wouldn't slap on the roof without a solid base, right? The same goes here. The basics come first. Academic stuff like reading or math, that's like the fancy decor. It comes later. Focusing on the foundation now sets them up for lifelong success in learning, emotions, and even relationships. Studies from places like the Harvard Center on the Developing Child show that early experiences literally wire the brain, creating neural pathways that support everything else. So let's get into it. Principle 1. Interactive exchanges, the power of responsive connections. The first principle is all about how you connect with your child every day. It's not about fancy toys or scheduled lessons. It's about turning everyday moments into brain-boosting opportunities. We call this responsive interaction in parenting circles, like a game of tennis where your child serves and you return. Your kid starts by grabbing your attention, maybe with a coo, a gaze, a point, or even a simple word. That's their serve. Your job is to return it thoughtfully. Smile back, mimic their sound, or describe what they're pointing at. This back and forth builds essential neural circuits for vision, hearing, and early language skills, which are the bedrock for advanced learning later. Let me paint a picture with an everyday example. Imagine you're in the kitchen prepping dinner, and your 18-month-old points to an apple on the counter. Instead of just handing it over, you return the serve. Oh, look at that shiny red apple. It feels smooth, doesn't it? They might babble back, and you respond again. Over time, this strengthens connections. Soon, they'll say apple themselves. But here's the key. You don't have to catch every serve. Life's busy. You've got laundry, work calls, or just need a coffee break. Aim for consistency when you can. Research from the American Academy of Pediatrics suggests that even 10 to 15 minutes of focused interaction a day can make a huge difference. And the best part is, you can weave this into routines like bath time or grocery shopping. During bedtime, if they point to a book character, say, "That's a big blue elephant. What sound does it make?" It turns ordinary chats into powerful brain builders. To make it even more effective, try varying your responses. If they're excited about a toy car, don't just name it, add sensory details. That car goes vroom, vroom fast. Feel how the wheels spin. This engages multiple senses, firing up more neural pathways. At the Parent Hub, we've got a free downloadable checklist in the description called Daily Responsive Moments. Grab it to track and amp up these interactions without extra effort. Now let's talk about why this matters long-term. Kids with strong early connections tend to have better social skills, fewer behavior issues, and even higher IQs down the road, according to longitudinal studies. So by simply responding, you're laying bricks for a resilient brain. Principle 2. Hands-on exploration, fueling growth through play. Moving on to the second principle, letting your child take the lead in discovering their world. This is where they actively construct their own neural networks through play. Every touch, push, or puzzle-solving moment is like a workout for their brain, developing motor skills, cognitive, and emotional areas simultaneously. Picture this, your toddler's stacking cups or wooden blocks. It's not just fun, their little hands are learning grip strength, balance, and timing, wiring motor skills. When the stack wobbles, they problem solve. Why is it falling? Maybe I need a wider base. That's cognitive growth in action. And if it topples and they get upset but try again, boom, emotional resilience is building, teaching them that setbacks are temporary. The magic happens in active, hands-on play, not passive screen time. Screens can be okay in moderation, but nothing beats real-world exploration. Encourage toys like stacking rings, shape sorters, or even household items like pots and spoons. Outdoors, let them dig in the sandbox, chase bubbles, or climb on safe playground equipment. It boosts physical coordination and sparks curiosity. And if they invite you to join, remember, be a playmate, not a director. Follow their cues. If they're turning blocks into a spaceship adventure, jump in. Whoa, that spaceship is blasting off. Where's it going next? Resist the urge to teach colors or count right then. That can shift it from play to pressure, shortening their engagement. Kids play longer when it's child-led, leading to more neural strengthening. One tip I love, set up invitation stations at home, a basket with safe open-ended toys like scarves, balls, and containers. Rotate them weekly to keep it fresh. Studies from the National Academy for Education of Young Children show that this kind of play enhances creativity and executive function skills, like focus and planning. And when they nail something tough, praise the process, not the person. Skip, "You're so smart." It can create a fixed mindset where they fear failure. Instead say, "You worked so hard stacking those. Look how steady it is now." This builds a growth mindset, encouraging them to tackle challenges. At the Parent Hub, check out our video series on playtime power-ups for more ideas, linked below. To expand this, let's add some age-specific tweaks. For infants under 1, focus on sensory play like tummy time with textured mats. For 2 to 3-year-olds, introduce simple puzzles or pretend play with dolls. By 4 to 5, add collaborative games like building forts. Each stage layers on complexity, solidifying that foundation. Principle 3, safeguarding the structure, managing stress for healthy development. Finally, the third principle, protecting what you've built. Stress is the wild card here. A little's good, but too much can undermine everything. Not all stress is bad. Short bursts, like getting frustrated over a puzzle but pushing through, build resilience and strengthen neural paths. The danger is toxic stress, ongoing, intense pressure without support, like constant chaos or neglect. This floods the brain with hormones, weakening connections for learning and self-control. But you can shield against it in 2 simple ways. First, create predictability. Stick to routines for meals, naps, and bedtime. Clear boundaries make kids feel secure, reducing unnecessary anxiety. And second, practice co-regulation when big emotions hit. When they're melting down, get to their level, name the feeling. "I see you're really angry right now." Stay calm. Your steadiness helps them regain theirs. Over time, this teaches self-soothing. Avoid over-talking during tantrums. It can escalate things. Instead, be a quiet anchor. For more on this, watch our video linked Taming Tantrums, Why Less Talking Works Better. By applying these, you're not just building, you're fortifying. Kids with low toxic stress show better focus, empathy, and academic readiness per CDC research. Ooh, we've covered a lot, from responsive serves that wire communication to play that sparks all-around growth and stress shields that protect it all. Implementing these 3 principles isn't about perfection, it's about small, consistent shifts that add up to massive brain gains for your child. Imagine the confidence they'll carry into school and beyond, all because you architected it early. If this resonated, hit that like button and subscribe to the Parent Hub for more actionable parenting hacks. Don't forget to grab your free guides in the description, daily responsive moments, and 8 parenting phrases to rethink. What's one tip you'll try today? Drop it in the comments. I read them all. And stay tuned for next week's video, Unlocking Emotional Intelligence in Toddlers. You won't believe how easy it is. Thanks for watching. You're building an amazing future. See you soon.